How do Fleischer Studios' cartoons challenge modern viewers? Imagine stepping into a world where animation is rougher, more experimental, and sometimes even a little darker than what you usually see today. That's what Fleischer Studios' animated shorts offer. These cartoons, made during the golden age of animation, have a style and tone that can surprise modern audiences. They used a looser, more sketchy art style called the New York style, which looks less polished than today's computer-generated images. Instead, it has a raw, artistic feel that was meant to look spontaneous and lively. This visual approach pushes viewers to see animation as more than just smooth, shiny pictures. It was about expressing ideas in a more freeform way. The stories and humor in Fleischer cartoons also challenge modern viewers. They often included dark humor, adult themes, and even subtle sexuality that was acceptable back in the pre-code era before strict censorship laws. Today's audiences might find these elements unusual or even uncomfortable because they are not typical in modern family-friendly cartoons. Fleischer Studios prioritized creative expression over broad appeal, so their cartoons sometimes felt more like art pieces than simple entertainment. This can make viewers think differently about what cartoons can be and what they can say. Technically, Fleischer Studios used innovations like the rotoscope, which traced over live-action footage to create realistic movement, and the stereo-optical process, which added depth to the images. These techniques made their cartoons look more three-dimensional and fluid for the time. But compared to today's high-definition digital animation, they seem a bit primitive. Still, understanding these innovations helps viewers appreciate how much effort and creativity went into making these shorts. Another way Fleischer cartoons challenge viewers is through their surreal and abstract qualities. Instead of following typical storylines, many shorts embrace dreamlike, phantasmagorical visuals. For example, some films feature bizarre, abstract sequences that don't follow a clear narrative. This kind of artistic choice encourages viewers to see animation as a form of visual poetry or experimental art. It pushes the idea that cartoons don't always have to be predictable or realistic to be meaningful. Even though these cartoons have been restored and remastered, they still demand an open mind. Modern viewers need to see them as historical artifacts that show how animation was created in a different time. They challenge us to think about the boundaries of animation and what it can express. Fleischer Studios' animated shorts reminded us that animation isn't just for kids or simple stories. It can be a bold, artistic, and sometimes provocative form of storytelling that continues to influence animation today.